this is the video where I have, I made a previous video. If you didn't see it, what I did was go in further because my video that I put out the other day, problems with Meguiars hybrid ceramic coating, had some comments down below where people were saying, hey, if you, some paints and may require that you do further prep, as far as polishing and then panel wipe. So that's what I did, because initially we just washed and clayed the hood, and I put the Meguiars hybrid ceramic wax on this side, put Carb Pro Hydro 2, diluted it 12 to 1 on that side. Got about the same behavior, maybe a little better out of the Hydro 2, but keep in mind, that's double the dilution that probably your Carb Pro Hydro 2 Light, the ready to use, is at. So we're going to reapply. I've got some water on the hood. By the way, I just want to say, because this says to shake well, I shook the living snot out of this, and then even went, because it could be argued that even though you shook this well, what's in the bottle, you could still have what's in the line up to the sprayer be old stuff that is then settled or whatever. So I did like 12 squirts outside to hopefully get the fresh product. So I just want to give it every chance to get the best results. So here we go. I'm going to do 4 squirts. And then it says to come in with a clean, dry microfiber and just dry it off, make sure there's no streaks, make sure it's completely dry. And so, I want to spread this stuff around good to get this half. So, I'm even going to do a crosshatch, but, to go back to, I completely see, what you guys are saying about, that polishing this and then going, with the panel wipe, that here in a second we may see, way better results, and that's great. But to Scott Bly's point of that this is not a professional ceramic coating. This is just something that you can walk in to your auto parts store and pick up, and the average guy is going to wash his car and probably at best clay it, may not even do that, let alone polish it and do a panel wipe, an iron remover. I forgot about that. That has been done. So I pretty much treated it as if I was applying like Carb Pro UK 3.0 on it, or just, a full-on ceramic coating. Because I can just say that, I would have looked at this product as a wash and wax product, meaning, like I said, if I'm just doing a maintenance wash on a vehicle, and then just a maintenance wash, and then wanting to apply a quick wax, which I will say, it does say in the directions, and I've seen people do it, where this application is supposed to be your base, your first application is supposed to be like this. Then after that, you can, they say you can just simply, wash the vehicle and then spray it on a wet panel and then hit it with the pressure washer. And I also seen several comments, people saying that I was blasting it off with the pressure washer. Guys, that pressure washer is rated at 2,800 PSI. That's, it's max, and I don't have it anywhere close to that. It's closer to like 1,900, 2,000. And the reason, I think, I watched the video over, and I think the reason that y'all are thinking that is because it's a true 2.5 gallon a minute, actually probably a little over that. Most of the pressure washers that I see people using now and that y'all are probably seeing are, most your lower grade electric ones are like 1.2 gallon a minute, closer to 1 gallon a minute. And then, you know, like your higher end ones and this Sunjo SPX 9004 that I'm using here is supposed to be at 2 gallon a minute. But yeah, it's only at like 1,000 working PSI. So point being is that in that video, I could hear that when I first got that pump, I could tell the difference between that one and the one that I had before it that was supposed to be rated around the same PSI, but the other one was rated at like 2.5 gallon a minute, I think, but I could tell right off the bat that that cat pump was moving more water. And with that, it's moving more air. And so I think that's what you're hearing is, you know, on this phone, the audio, it sounds more aggressive than what it is. But I'm pretty certain on this, I know on CarPro Hydro 2 that they tell you to use a strong stream of water. If it's not a pressure washer, then a strong stream of water, because that extra pressure actually helps it bond to the paint. So I just wanted to address that. You know, I think some people might have been kidding about the pressure, but it's not over 2,000 PSI, and you know, 2,000 PSI is not out of line. And so just wanted to address that. But what I'm going to do is turn the pressure washer on. And by the way, if you didn't see the first video, so I had the CarPro Hydro 2 on that side, and I did not polish that side because my theory was I didn't want to remove it all the way because I still wanted to see, you know, that was like close to the same water behavior as this was initially. And so I thought that would give us like a comparison to see if, hey, is this that much better than that? But what I did do was I wiped the whole hood with Gary Dean's Stripper Juice, which is a panel wipe, and I've actually found it to be a good one, believe it or not. And so it actually took the CarPro Hydro 2 kind of took a hit as far as its hydrophobic, you know, ability. So I left that on there just so you know this is not going to be completely flat over here. It will sheet off some water. As you can see, got my little remote here. My pressure washer's all the way over there, and I was having to walk all the way back and forth to turn it on and off, but I've got this little remote, and you'll hear it kick on when I press this on button. There it goes. It's just way easier. So here we go. Alright guys, so definitely better results from, you know, going further in. Well, like I said, you know, I feel the way that I feel about this being a product that, you know, like Scott was saying, that, you know, your guy next door, you know, not even your weekend warrior is going to be the guy that more than likely is going to use this product. Now, I know it got really popular, and so you got these guys like Wax Mode that go and do the full-on, you know, preparation and polishing the paint and everything, and making sure that it has the best possible chance of bonding and having the best results. And so there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you just love this product and you want the absolute most out of it, then, you know, maybe that's what this video shows. And, you know, if you go back and watch my other video, you can see the water behavior clearly wasn't as good from just washing it and claying it, but going and doing the extra steps and polishing and the panel wipe, iron removal, then clearly we've gotten better results here. Hopefully that showed up in the camera. Like I said, there is still CarPro Hydro 2, even though it's diluted at 12:1 and it did have a panel wipe over it, it is still hydrophobic. So it wasn't the night and day difference as far as being completely flat. And then this, I didn't want it to be, because you know, even if this stuff wouldn't have reacted that great, it's definitely going to look night and day as compared to a flat sheet of water doing nothing. So, you know, I honestly, you know, I think I heard someone say that they noticed that after they had rinsed over the panel a couple times that the behavior, the water behavior got a little better, and I could see that from, you know, washing residue off. So here in a second, just to end the video, I'll spray this again to give y'all, you know, another chance to look at it, and you know, y'all make y'all's own mind up on it. It does smell good. You know, it's not like it's just flat out like no benefit to it. I'm not saying that, but I will say that my choice would be to use CarPro Hydro 2, bind it in the concentrate over something like this. Even with, like I said, now that this base layer is applied, and now from here on we should be able to just do a couple sprays. Matter of fact, I'll even try that and just see if we get any better water behavior. But normally you would, you know, go a couple weeks or whatever, and you know, as the water behavior started to fall off, then all you have to do from the directions is come back and do a couple sprays like this, and then rinse it off. So I'll show that real quick. I did see where somebody's been doing tests where, I can't remember his name, Jimbo. He's been, you know, beating up sealants and stuff, and let me turn this off. He's been beating up sealants and stuff, trying to get them to the point of where, you know, they're flat, there's no more aggressive water behavior. And then he has taken this product and tried it with a few of them, I think, where, you know, the water was flat, it looked like it was dead, and then he took this product and just sprayed it on there and rinsed it off like this, and it looked like it brought the water behavior back to life. The reason I say that is because I was noticing as I was spraying on this side where the Hydro 2 was, that a little bit over here, and I'll spray it again, but it looked like, you know, maybe from where this started to rinse, you know, when I was rinsing it, it spread over a little bit, and it looks like it brought some hydrophobic behavior back, you know, properties back to the Hydro 2, but, you know, further over, closer to y'all, it's not as aggressive, and I'll show that again. I do think that's kind of interesting, considering, you know, like the first time that I did this, I applied it trying that by just spraying it on to the panel and rinsing it off. Now granted, I didn't clay it and do all the prep first, but trying it like CarPro Hydro 2, where all you have to do is wash the vehicle, rinse the soap off, and then just spray the Hydro 2 on and rinse it, and you get that aggressive water behavior. But I do think it's interesting that it'll, you know, bring back the properties. I think it's interesting, but I'll show it again. And real quick before I go, I know Apex Detail made a video where he said that he found doing a dry application method with it was his favorite way because he got, you know, more out of the product. It would go further. You get more for your money. It took less product to do the same amount of area, whereas doing it like I just did, where spraying the squirts on the hood and then rinsing it, that would use up a fair amount of product doing the whole vehicle. And so I see his point there. I haven't tried that as far as doing the dry application method. I might polish that side of the hood and try that and see if it's any better. But this is, you know, this is what I would say is pretty close to the water behavior that I've seen in other videos. It's not bad water behavior. So, you know, it is what it is. I just wanted to do this, you know, because I had people leave comments, and I enjoy reading the comments. I enjoy the feedback, and you know, I like hearing what y'all have to say. And, you know, like always, if there's a video that you want to see or a test you want me to do, anything like that, leave it down in the comments, and you know, I'd be happy to do it. So, especially if it'll help somebody. But that's it for this video, guys. So till the next one, y'all either be good or be good at it.